time. Everyone's chatting and saying hello. So guys, welcome to our Monday night call. I love what Travis Flaherty has put together for all of us. Him and his wife Summer have a system. And if you guys are taking notes on tonight's call, I highly recommend that. You know, I learned this profession by learning from mentors and legends and leaders like Jim Rohn and Richard Burnett and Tony Robbins and all the greats out there, and then the greats in the network marketing world. And I will tell you right now, when you write things down, you learn them much better. I know that was a very scientific Harvard-like study I just gave you, but if you write things down, you're most likely to remember them. For whatever reason, what passes through your hand goes straight to your brain. There's some type of physical connection there. And just remember this, write this down. Your worst notes are better than your best memory. These little power phrases and power quotes that we throw out there are invaluable. And I know that's how Travis learned as well. So guys, we're in for a treat tonight. I know this is a gathering night. It's a leadership night. It's a training night. 52 participants on right now. Uforia is absolutely exploding, and I'm not doing that from a hype perspective. So hold on, let me take a deep breath. Uforia is exploding right now. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Things are extremely exciting. I don't want to ever come across the hype artist, but I will tell all of you that this is the most excited I've ever been in my life. And I can't wait for you to feel the same way so you can kind of calm yourself down and do what I'm doing now here. But really incredible. So guys, for those of you who don't know Travis Flaherty, let me turn it over to him here in a moment. Travis reached out to me on September 25th. I was the first person he shared this with, which I know bothers people like Tiffany McCormick, so I like digging that in as often as I can. But Travis reached out to me because, quite frankly, he wanted my opinion on what this was from his perspective, from my perspective. And when I took a look, I fell in love with it. I will tell you that I took a look because it was Travis Flaherty. So who you are, it does matter who you are, and it does matter your reputation and your integrity and your influence in this world. And because Travis brought it to me, it made me look right then and there. Thank God I did, because this has literally changed my path. This has been a new shift of path in my life that I'm super happy to be a part of. Travis is one of the top social media network marketers on the planet. That's how I describe him to people. Social media network marketing. The man has literally mastered the art of using social media to meet people, and then he's got the belly-to-belly skills to back it up and become someone's friend within seconds. So without further ado, if you're part of this team right here, and even if you made it from another team, we're one big happy family here at Uforia. We're sharing all of our trade secrets to help each and every one of you build a business. We meet on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday morning with the CEO, Williams. But Travis, take it away.
Hey, thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody being here. And I want everyone to get excited tonight, because we have an incredible, dynamic lady boss that's going to be doing a social media training. Rachel Hortense is going to be coming up here in just a little bit, guys. So grab your pens and papers, find a quiet spot, get ready for an outstanding training that's coming your way. We've got a couple of announcements, a couple of people to spotlight, a message of gratitude. I thought it would be appropriate to share a little bit of message of gratitude on Thanksgiving week. And then we're going to bring on that lady boss. So, Summer, got some news and some updates for us.
Yes, I just want to remind everybody that Wednesday is our presentation, that we're going to be getting our business presentation that Michael is going to be tackling. And if you've ever seen him present, you know that he is amazing. He brings it. So you want to make sure you pack that call for him. And then on Friday, we did start our Getting Social Fridays last Friday, but this Friday, seeing how it's Black Friday, we're not going to have that. But actually, is Carolyn Thomas?
No, Wisely.
Sorry, is Carolyn Wisely on the phone or on the Zoom right now?
Carolyn,
are you out here?
Click unmute. We're putting you on the spot for a second if you're on. I saw you on a little earlier.
I thought I saw you on here.
Miss Wisely, are you unable to unmute at all?
I'm looking for her.
Let's see if we can catch her. There she is.
There you are.
Unmute. Just click unmute right here.
There you go.
Carolyn, can you hear us okay?
Maybe she stepped away.
That's okay.
All right.
We'll come back to her. That's okay.
We'll come back. I just wanted to put her on the spot to talk about the call last Friday. It was really awesome. I really do think that this is going to be one of those really special calls where not only is it going to be fun, but we're going to have the ability to just get to know one another and have a bonding experience. Let's see what other things we have. Oh, yes. Just a quick reminder. If we can hold off welcoming, I know everybody's super excited. We have so many team members that are coming on every single day, and that's super exciting. But if we can hold off until Fridays, that would be great, just to keep the flow of the page looking nice and working, and that people can find the information that they need. So Fridays is the welcome on the Uforia team page in Facebook. And then...
Sorry about that, Summer. I missed that announcement.
Oh, I don't even know if that was here or not.
You're
Travis,
excited, Michael.
Travis is moving my screen around. What was
That's
the
all
last thing? Oh, and get those testimonials out there. We do have that Facebook testimonial page, and we would just love, I know everyone's been on their nutrition, hopefully every day, their pre-trition, and I know we've seen a lot of amazing results, and we'd love to hear, even the results that you're getting from the pre-trition, we've been hearing a lot of them. So make sure you get on that page and get interactive with us and post some testimonials. We'd love to hear from you. And then Uforia Vegas. Yay.
Who's excited
for that?
about
Yay.
Vegas?
First of all, who doesn't love Vegas? Vegas is just a fun place to be. And
I hate this place.
and then we all get to be there together. We're going to come see you, Michael. So tickets are on sale right now, $159 at the door. But right now, they're only $99. So it's such a big deal. You need to get it. Get booked up. We want to see you there. It's going to be so much fun.
The site right now that you guys see on your screen is euphorialive.com. And again, we do have, my understanding, somebody just posted that the room block is already full at the Westin. So I'm sure that they'll be working on seeing if they can get more rooms added to that block. And if for some reason that hotel ends up being full, I would imagine that they'll be adding a sister hotel as well. So guys, I can tell you that this is going to be one of the most memorable, incredible events of a lifetime. I hope you're planning on attending this event and being a part of this. I mean, this is the kickoff, right? This is our official pre-launch. A lot of people says, well, what was Dallas? That was just a fly-in event, you guys. That's all that was. This is our official pre-launch event coming up, 11th and 12th. Definitely got to get there. You're going to have an opportunity not only to hear from some of the top leadership and hear from, again, our field advisory board, Mr. Brett Hawes. I saw Brett on here. Hopefully we'll get to hear Brett talk about this amazing product. And you get to hear from Mr. Eric Worre. I'm excited to hear from Mr. Eric Worre as well and get some free training because you are part of this company. I was looking at GoPro, the prices on GoPro the other day, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And not that there's not a lot of value at that event, but just knowing that being a part of Uforia, you guys all get Eric Worre training for free.
That's pretty incredible.
That's pretty awesome stuff. All right, so with that, what I'd love to do is I'd love to just do a little spotlight tonight and call on some movers and shakers that are kicking butt right now. And I am excited to bring on, she just had her birthday, her 21st birthday, I think it was, while we were in Dallas, Texas, Miss Amy Pepping. Talk to me, girl. Talk to me. What are you so excited about? What's working for you? I want you to share some of that excitement with the team.
Well, hello. Thank you. And it was 31. I wish it was 21. That would have been great. But thank you. So the thing that I keep, just bringing up to my team and my new people is confidence. And I was talking to somebody today that she just doesn't have a lot of confidence. And the thing that's so exciting about this right now, you guys, is even if you don't have confidence, it still works. Because when you ask somebody, have you ever heard of DNA specific nutrition? Or do you know what DNA specific health is? I mean, everybody knows. Everybody. And usually it comes up of, oh, I know like 23andMe or I know Ancestry.com. You're like, yes, exactly. But let's talk about what we're doing. So confidence is huge. It's something that I, preach to a lot of people, is making sure that you have the confidence in yourself, in the product, in the business, in the profession. But even if you don't have confidence in yourself right now, it's okay, because the product, because the company, because Ron and the corporate staff, everybody is so phenomenal that if you have that one piece of self-confidence missing, it's okay. So that's really been something that I've been pouring into a lot of people is, don't let yourself stand in the way, because what you have on your hands is really amazing. I just love the conversations that I'm having. I've been in network marketing for 4.5 years, and going back to people that have never thought of joining me, never had any interest, but when I talk to them about this, their ears are perked. Or just the curiosity that I'm creating on social media, I'm getting messages every day like, okay, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? So creating curiosity has been huge, and reaching out to your chicken list. I don't remember who talked about it before. I know somebody did. But because of what we have here and how early in the game this all is, it's so simple to reach out to those big, scary leads, those big, scary prospects. Like, think of those people that you would love to work with. Like, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to reach out to those people, because we have something that nobody else has in product, in business, in leadership, in training. Like Travis just said, Eric Worre, like, hello, people are paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to go see him in a couple of weeks in Vegas, and we get him. You know, like, that's phenomenal. If that doesn't give you huge confidence, I don't know what does. But creating that curiosity, Facebook and Instagram is what I'm really focusing on right now. And I love the attraction that we're getting, even from very professional business corporate people, because it is so different. Like, I did a post or a story last night on Instagram of, have you ever thought of starting a side business? And I got all of these responses, and so many of them were, yes, but I need something different. And I was like, oh, well, let me tell you a story, you know? So it's just so refreshing to have something so new and so different that is attracting so many people. I mean, you can talk to your stay-at-home mom, you can talk to your corporate six-figure income earner, and you have a conversation. So that's what's working for me.
Appreciate you. Keep up the great work. Now, the next person that I want to spotlight, we're going to go over on the testimonial side, because the all-star here really is the product. And that's what I love about this company. And Miss Carrie Bonesteel had an amazing testimonial that she shared just a couple of days ago in the testimonials group. And we're looking forward to seeing more and more of those testimonials. But I wanted to invite Carrie to come on and share that testimonial with all of you. Carrie, are you out there?
I'm here.
Thank you so much for joining us. I love the pink background.
Thank you. Still working on it. It's a work in progress, but you know.
I love it. Well, tell me, so how's this product making a difference in your life?
Well, I need to preface by saying, for those that don't know, I have NASH, which is non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, otherwise known as stage 3 liver disease. There's over 100 kinds of liver diseases, and they're all different, and have fibromyalgia, myofascial pain syndrome, various forms of arthritis, insulin resistance, just a whole rap sheet of things. And so I had my labs done, and the only thing I had done differently was just taking the pre-nutrition. So about 45 days ago, I had my labs done, and then I had them again last Monday or Tuesday, and they were fasted labs. And so I have them right here. It's like 3 pages of them. And so when you have liver disease, they really watch your AST and your ALT. And my AST went from 39 to 27. And my ALT, which is the more important one, went from 97 to 70. And that is huge. And so then Tuesday, I had the appointment with my gastroenterologist, Wednesday with my hepatologist. And when she was looking at all my numbers, she said, are you sitting down? And I was sitting down. And she said, I was looking over your labs, and what have you been doing? And, some doctors are not keen on supplements, some are. And I just said, well, just kind of been trying some things. And she's like, well, whatever you're doing, she goes, these are the lowest your labs have been in 15 months. And the only thing I've done different is just switched my supplement and been doing the pre-nutrition. So my inflammation is down by over 50%, and just feeling more energy. And I'm just super excited. The labs is like well worth everything to me. So.
Love it. Well, thank you very much, Carrie, for sharing. We appreciate you, the value that you bring to the team, and what an amazing testimonial. So
thank you
for sharing that with everyone. And again, we invite everyone to share those testimonials, any experiences that you're having in the group, so that the team members can grab a hold of those and start sharing those testimonials with others as well. It's very important. And I love the fact that there is something that, you have that can measure the progress. People ask all the time, well, do you guys do blood work? Do you do blood work? And we don't, because getting into storing blood and all of those things gets into a whole different level of regulation. But we definitely encourage people to take labs or to if you're under current medical practitioner's care and you have that opportunity to be able to test your blood and then retest it in 6 months, definitely do so, because you're gonna be very happy with the results that you see as well. So we're excited about that. All right, listen, before we bring on our keynote speaker here tonight, I want to just share a message of gratitude with everyone. It's Thanksgiving week, and that's what it's all about, right? It's all about giving thanks. And one thing that I have learned and I love about network marketing is that it helps us to keep our mind in the right place. We have to train our mind to see the good. And there are a lot of people that are out there, they're just not enjoying life the way that we are. They're not living in a state of euphoria the way that we are. And the reason why is because they haven't trained their mind they've trained their mind to worry, to see the negative. And just the same way, we can train our mind to also have those or be negative mindsets. We can do just the opposite. We can also form those positive mindsets as well. And one of the main keys is we have to learn to stay
grateful.
We have to learn to stay grateful and understand that seeds of discouragement cannot take root in a grateful heart. I'm going to say that again. Seeds of discouragement cannot take root in a grateful heart. And if you're not happy today, if you're down, or when you're tempted to get discouraged, maybe your business isn't moving fast enough, the easiest way to get out of that is to stop focusing on what you don't have, you guys, and just be grateful for what you do have. Find some reason to be grateful. And being grateful can turn a marriage around. It can pull us out of depression. It's amazing what happens when we stop focusing on someone's fault, right? And we start seeing the good and start showing appreciation. Being grateful at the office if you have a job, expressing gratitude to your employer for having a job can help save that job in times of layoffs, or it can help you get that promotion. People like to be around grateful people as well. When we wake up in the morning, the first thing we should do before we turn on the TV, grab the paper, before we grab the cell phone, and I know she's kicking me right now, before we grab any of those things, we should give thanks to be alive. Yes. We should give thanks for our family, and we should give thanks for our friends, and we should give thanks for this amazing team that we are a part of. You can't go through the day negative and depressed if you have a spirit of thanksgiving in your heart. You could say, well, Travis, I could do that if my business would flourish. No. Turn that around and say, I'm grateful for the mentors that have been placed in my life to show me how to succeed. Well, if I wasn't broke and I had money, I'd be a lot happier. No. Turn that around and give thanks that you were given the ability to go to work, to see, to be able to recognize this opportunity to be a pioneer here in the beginning stages before anyone knows about this. Give thanks for your health. That's worth everything. I read about a billionaire who had all the money in the world, but he didn't have his health. And he traveled from hospital to hospital around the world searching for a cure. I promise that he would have given every bit of that money to have his health back. When you woke up, did your legs get you walking this morning? Did they work for you? You can walk, right? You can talk, you can see. So don't take for granted the fact that you were able to get out of bed this morning. When you went to the kitchen this morning and you had food to eat, right? Some of us had maybe a little too much of that food to eat this morning. I know I did. When you come across a homeless person on the streets, somebody homeless, do you say a prayer for them and give thanks that you have a home? Because see, when you see somebody in a tough situation or in a difficult situation, not only should there be empathy and sympathy, but you know what? It reminds you to be thankful for everything that you have in your life. And so, my message for you is tonight, when you're laying in bed and you're having trouble thinking, think about all the people who don't have a bed. When you're in traffic on your way to work tomorrow, think about all the people who don't have a car. And maybe you have a tough day at work or in this business. Instead of allowing it to ruin your week, think about the people who don't have a job. And instead of complaining that your hair is turning gray, be grateful that it's not turning loose. Because
you're old enough for it to turn gray. Some people don't live to have gray hair.
You know what? Our circumstances are always going to be up and down. That's life. But when we find something to be thankful for, I promise you that we'll always be happy. So that's my message for you guys, just spirit of gratitude and Thanksgiving. And we want to wish you all a very, very happy Thanksgiving week. And with that, I want to bring on our dynamic superstar leader that we have here tonight, just to be able to talk a little bit about social media training. And I can tell you that In the time that we've had to get to know Rachel, I got to tell you guys, I'm so impressed. Not only does she have one of the fastest growing groups in the organization right now, but she is a true leader. And one thing that I've observed about her is that she understands social media inside and out, and she's using this business to really explode. And so we wanted to bring her on here tonight and just share some gems with you. So let me give you just a little bit of her background. So she told me that she's a wife of one and a mom of two, which I love that. So she's a wife of one and mom of two. She has a background in wellness, occupational therapy. She used to be a Pilates teacher. She found network marketing when she realized that it was costing more money to go to work than to stay home. She's been in network marketing now for 6.5 years. She reached the top ranks in her previous company in just 4 months. She's now full-time. She's loving it. Without further ado, we want to bring on Rachel Hortense. Rachel, take it away.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Summer. Yay!
I'm so excited to have you here tonight.
I'm so excited to be doing this tonight for you guys. Thank you. I have some slides, Travis. Can I screen share?
You bet. Let me just make you a co-host here real quick.
Hey, Teresa. I think I can. It looks like I can. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay. Can you guys see? Can you see my screen? Yeah? Okay. So I put this on here, you are what you post on Facebook, because how you project yourself on social media is what people are going to perceive you to be. So the first thing that you want to think about, and by the way, this is a very generic type of training that I'm going to do for you guys tonight. And I also want to preface this, that I actually just made my first Facebook post just today and a couple days ago about Uforia. It took me 2 weeks to do that. And the reason why is because I wanted to reach out to my influencers first before they saw that I was doing something on Facebook. So I encourage you that if you have influencers, if you are in the profession of network marketing and you're brand new to this, reach out to those people first and use it as leverage that you haven't gone public on Facebook yet. So say to them, you know, I like to use voice notes on Facebook message. I like to use voice notes on text message. And I'll say something like, hey girl, I wanted to reach out to you first before you saw this on Facebook. Or I wanted to reach out to you first before I went public on Facebook. I have to let you know what I'm up to. Or something along those lines, or you'll never guess what, you know, I discovered. So something along those lines to let them know that you are thinking about them before you post something on Facebook. Because think about it. If you post something, they're going to be like, well, why didn't Rachel contact me first? Her and I are good friends. Why would she post this first and not contact me? So use that as leverage before you go public on Facebook. So again, we're going to keep this pretty basic, but we are going to keep it tailored to your Uforia business. So the first thing is your profile is your business card. So this lovely girl, I love this chick. We just became good friends in our business. She's amazing. And if you have a chance, her name is Tina Gonzalez. Her husband is Joe Gonzalez. They are professional network marketers, and they've done some amazing things on. If you guys could just mute out your lines. I don't know if Travis, you could hold that for me.
I'm on it.
Thank you. They've done some amazing things on Facebook. Tina and Joe, they go live almost every single day. I have to admit, I haven't gone live in a bit because of my circumstances, but I'm about to. But these guys are amazing. They have gone live almost every single day, and they know how to not only deliver the information, but present it in a way that's very easy to watch, and it's entertaining and it's educational. So I encourage you to go check her out, Tina Gonzalez. So your Facebook profile says a lot about you. What you want to portray in your profile is who you are. And this is who she is. She's got blue hair. She's so much fun. She's being herself. She's authentic. She's got a great smile. And this is how she's presenting herself to the world. So what I would discourage you from doing is if you have a picture of your cat or a picture of your dog, or maybe just of your kids, that's not really representing who you are. So you might want to reconsider your profile. Use something that's semi-professional, or you could, these days phones are, they take great pictures. You can have your spouse or your friend take a picture of you and use that. So the goals for getting social, obviously we want people in our business. We want to find people that are interested in our business that will eventually enroll with us as a customer or a business builder. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So how do you do that? Well, we have to network and friend like-minded people to introduce them to our business and our products and attract them into our business and to our products. So how do we do this? Well, there's a formula. And so we're going to talk about two different things tonight. We're going to talk about groups on Facebook, and we're going to talk about posting. Okay. So first let's talk a little bit about, and ultimately, by the way, it all ends up engaging, connecting, following up, and enrolling. Okay. So first let's talk about groups. So I don't know if you've ever heard this been said before, that you're looking for your ideal client. So think about somebody that you would want on your dream team. If you could think of your dream team, who would you want on your dream team? Think about, what is that person like? Are they like you? Do they have the same sort of interests that you do? Do they read the same kind of books that you read? Are they moms? Do they have kids? Do they enjoy healthy things? Do they have a certain kind of interest or like that you have? And so now that you have this person in your mind that you would want as your dream team, then you would find groups that they would be in. So for me, maybe I'm looking for other moms that have kids my age, that are into fitness, into health. These are things that interest me. People that love network marketing, that work from home. So these are the types of groups that I would join because I want to find people just like me. And then, so what do you do when you find these groups? Well, you add value in the group. So obviously there's a lot of groups out there now. They're very strict on what you can post. So you never want to be in there, spamming the group or talking about your business, but instead you want to be really sly about it. So for one thing, you can add value. So if somebody posts something in that group or they have a question, be the first one to answer that question, or post an article that you think that, the people in that group would really find valuable and educational. The other thing you could do is ask questions. So genuine questions, not, you're not making stuff up, but if you really have a question, maybe it's a mom group, a health group, and you're like, hey, my kid is sick right now. What do you girls suggest as far as a sinus infection to help them naturally? Maybe something like that. Be seen, be involved, comment on other people's posts, and be, like I said, be seen in the group. And then you'll start to make friends and start to have conversations offline or via Messenger when you're doing this. What happens then is when you actually do make posts and you do your lives, now you have a broader audience of your ideal client. You'll have people that you want on your team now viewing your lives and becoming a fan of yours and becoming engaged in what you're doing. So the second thing is your posts. So I think it was Amy that said earlier, you want to create curiosity. So you never want to just give it all out there, but this is something that I made up today and I posted it on mine. I wanted to feel it out first just to see if it would work. And I got some buzz on it. So this is a meme that I created. And by the way, if you don't like this, you can go to, there's apps that you can create your own memes. So you could create your own memes, something that maybe resonates with you. Maybe you take a picture of your own cabinet with all your supplements, or maybe there's a picture of you, throwing out your supplements, and you create a little caption on there. you're creating curiosity. You're not telling everybody what you're doing, but you're creating enough so that people ask you, what is this? What's your DNA result? What is this all about? And then, again, you're taking that conversation and you're bringing it to a private message. So here are some questions that you could ask. Now, somebody today said to me, what is this all about? And so I said to them, do you know what DNA-specific nutrition is? And so that opened up a whole conversation. Another thing you could say is, have you heard of personalized nutrition? Or, you know, maybe you've done some research on them, you looked at their profile and you see that maybe they do know something about direct sales. Maybe it's a business type of a post that you posted. And then you ask them, are you familiar with direct sales? And then last but not least, now I would never suggest this with any other company because you can Google other companies and products. You could go on Amazon and buy them, but with Uforia, you can't. So why not? Ask them, hey, have you heard of Uforia? Guess what? Chances are they have not, and they will never, you know, in this time anyway. So that's a question that you can ask. So now what do you do? So after they've asked some questions and you've had a conversation back and forth and you get to know them, remember, connecting is so important. I cannot stress that enough because this is a relationship business. This is not a transactional business. If you treat it like a transactional business, it's going to treat you like one. People are going to be in fast and out just as fast. So we want to create relationships from the very beginning, getting to know our prospect, asking them some personal questions, not too personal, but personal enough where you open up their mind to dream a little bit with you. Find out what they love to do. What are they passionate about? And as you're doing this, you can sprinkle in some of these tools. And so the first one, now some people have a tendency to just send over a ton of information. And I've been guilty of that too. Trust me. Even recently, I've been guilty of that. But if people ask you, and so sometimes I will say too, I'll say, how much information can you handle? You know, and if they say, send it over to me, then I'll do that. But sometimes they'll say, you know, they'll just ask a question here and a question there. If they ask a question here and a question there, that tells me that I'm not going to stick a fire hose down their throat. I'm only going to give them a little bit at a time. Now, it's going to take a little bit more effort on your part because you have to remember to go back and follow up with them. But the first thing you could do is send that teaser video. The teaser video we all know and love, the teaser video that got us in, send that to them. And then when they're ready, you can send them more. So if they are more of a business prospect, send them the Eric Worre video. Send them a video clip of Terry LaCour talking. And then add them to our Facebook testimonial group. And then, of course, we want to follow up. So I always like to leave, I never like to leave a conversation just closed. I always like to leave it with a question. So some sort of a question that will keep the conversation going, or I will leave them with an appointment to follow up. So I'll either leave them with a question, so that's their turn to answer, or I'll leave them with, I'll follow up with you, or I'll check back in by tomorrow at 2. Does that work for you? Yes, great. And then make sure you set your alarm on your phone tomorrow at 2 to follow up with that prospect. And of course, I don't know if you guys, some of you were maybe at the Dallas event. I got my little network notebook there that I'm using for Uforia. This is great to have, even if you just have a specific book for Facebook or social media, because you can keep track of all of your prospects there. If you're anything like me, I've got like, I don't know how many windows open at a time, and it can get, I've left, I don't know if Mark and Jess are on here tonight, but I've left the wrong message for the wrong group chat before, and it can get embarrassing, but if you're talking all about business, it's not too bad. But this is a great tool to have just to write down all of your prospects in. And then of course, you're eventually gonna get them enrolled and get them started. And so then ongoing, we want to attract our tribe. So these are the ongoing posts, and Travis is awesome at this. He puts posts out every single day. And, you know, not every post has to be about Uforia. In fact, it's better if you do maybe 2 out of 10 about Uforia now, about your business. But instead, whatever you post or whatever kind of lives you put on Facebook, that is what's going to attract your tribe. So, and I want you to remember this, with attraction comes repelling. With attraction comes repelling. So don't feel like you have to win everyone over. Don't feel like you're going to attract everyone. You're not. And that's okay. We don't want everyone. If everybody came to us, it wouldn't be an opportunity, number one. And number two, we'd have all kinds of people, random people in our business. But instead, you're attracting your tribe. That is such a beautiful thing for what you put out. And like Travis was saying and Summer was saying, being a grateful person. Do you think that if you were such a grateful person, you're putting that out there that you're going to attract ungrateful people? Heck no. You're not going to attract negative people in your business. You're going to attract the same type of people that you're putting out there. So your engaging posts, encouraging posts, educational posts, your flavor of Facebook Lives is who you're going to attract. And don't worry about people that are negative or maybe that unfollow you or say negative things, because we're not looking for them. We're sifting and sorting and looking for our tribe. So now, like Travis said, we're going to go over some do's and don'ts. Okay. Now take this with a grain of salt. This is what's worked for me. Okay. So some of the do's. First, you want to activate your follow button. So as you are building your business, you're going to accept friends. You're going to have a lot of friendships. You're going to clear out friendships. But activate your follow button, because you might miss someone who wants to follow you, but maybe you miss them for some reason. You miss them as a friend request, but now they can actually follow you. So every time you put a post that's public, they can follow you instead of having to be your friend. We talked about this, have a professional or clear image that represents who you are. Engage with your audience. This is so important to do because of the algorithms on Facebook. They're constantly changing. It's such a pain, but it is what it is. We have to work with it and we have to just roll with it. But the more that you engage, the more your content is going to be seen. Seek out new friendships via Facebook groups, like we had talked about, people that you have similar interests in. Make new friends every day. This is really important to clear out some of the old and make new friends. And I put this on here because this is, again, it's personal experience. Clear out ones you wouldn't want around your kids or in your business. And I don't know about you guys, I personally don't like to hear people swearing or say people, commenting, swearing on my Facebook. So as soon as they do that, I just kick them out. And so you can do that. You have the right to do that. It's your Facebook. It's your business. So if you wouldn't want people around your kids or in your business, you don't need them as friends on your Facebook. Block out time to work on Facebook and work on purpose. So what does this mean? It's so easy, right, to go on Facebook and you're just scrolling through and you're, oh, what's Timmy doing today? Oh yeah, that's an awesome outfit. It's so easy to get distracted by looking at what other people are doing. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it's really good to check out what other people are doing. You can kind of make those mental notes of what people are up to, but block out time specific for prospecting. Block out time, even if it's just 15 minutes, if that's all you have, you can block out 15 minutes of your time to prospect. When I got involved in my last company, I was working full-time, commuting to and from the city every single day. And I was a pharmaceutical rep for a year of my life. And I would see doctors in between. And in between walking to the next doctor or being in the room, in the lobby waiting, I would get on Facebook and work. And I was very on purpose. I was not on there to fool around. I was on there to prospect and to answer messages. So that's what I really encourage all of us to do. Express your passions to the world in an authentic way. So be yourself. This is, how awesome is it that we work in a business called Uforia. This is you. No one else is you. You have your own DNA. You have your own thumbprint. You have your own snowflake. There's no one else like you. Express that to the world. Be yourself. Don't try to copy someone else because you like the way they talk or you like the way they dress. That's okay. Be influenced by people, but be yourself. Stay positive without sounding inauthentic. Admit failures. People love it when you admit where you're wrong. And not only that, it shows you're humble, you're human. Who wants to get into business with someone who they think is, God or a goddess and so perfect? We're not perfect. Admit your failures. It shows that you're human, and leaders admit where they're wrong. So don't be afraid to be imperfect. It's very attractive and people can relate to that. Be consistent in your life and in your posts, and be refreshing to follow. What do I mean by that? Well, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever followed people that go on these crazy emotional roller coasters and you're just like, like it's exhausting to follow them. You're like, oh my goodness. So be consistent in your life and in what you post. Be refreshing to follow, because think about the person who works full time. Think about the mom who's got 4 kids at home. She works full time. She comes in the door at 7 o'clock at night after driving home from work. She makes dinner. She cleans up. She barely gets herself into her pajamas, washes her face, brushes her teeth. She gets ready for bed, and she puts the kids to bed, and she's exhausted by 9 o'clock at night, rolls around, and now it's her only time to get on Facebook to see what's up with her friends. And she sees something that you posted because you felt the need to rant about something. You felt the need to be venting about a problem that you had. Is that someone is she gonna wanna join your business? Heck no, she's not gonna wanna join your business. So think about the other person, how that's being received. Are you refreshing? Be creative and strategic in your posts, engaging, encouraging, fun. The more people comment, the more people will see your post. And then here's the key. You can pepper in engaging posts that are related to Uforia, because people are going to be attracted to that even more if they also see that you're, non-businessy. And then comment on as many people's posts as you can. And this is where it becomes a little bit of a job, but that is part of it. It's really important to be seen. And we're going to go over the don'ts, and we're almost done. So don't spam people with information in Messenger. Be human. So if someone comments on your post, maybe you made a curiosity post and they commented on it, don't just send them information. Write to them. They're human. They're human. Write to them. Hey girl, it's so good to meet you. Thanks for commenting on my post. What do you do? I'd like to get to know you. Or I noticed your profile picture. I love that you're into fitness. You're such a great mama, or whatever. Make a couple comments that show that person that you care about them, and then give them the information. Now, this is a little bit of a controversial thing, because I've heard people say, I have every right to talk about politics or religion or whatever. That's totally fine. You can do whatever you want. This is a free country. My suggestion is that if you do talk a lot about your religion, sex, politics, or you have a potty mouth, you're narrowing your audience. So, if you are Jewish and that's all you talk about, or you're Catholic or whatever it is, then you could possibly be preventing someone from a different religion who could be a kick butt leader. You could prevent them from signing up with you because you went on a rant about something or whatever. And again, I'm not saying that this is just my personal opinion. So take it at will. And then don't be hypocritical. I put, you're talking about Uforia and health, and then, you're smoking a cigarette and you're out in a club doing a shot and you're, maybe eating a Snickers, which is fine. This is a no judgment zone. But you don't want to show to your audience that you're talking about health at one point, and then now you're showing a little bit of a hypocritical side to you. So just keep that in mind. That's all. And then don't go tag crazy either, because that can be irritating to people that you tag them in. But instead, you can tag in the comments instead of actually in your post. So that's another suggestion too. Plus, if you tag in the comments, it makes it seem, the algorithms trick it so that it is a comment, and so you'll be seen more anyway. So that is all I got for you tonight. Travis, did you want to close it up? Or are there any questions that you guys have?
Rock star, rock star, rock star. First of all, round of applause while you guys are typing those questions in. Rachel, outstanding training tonight. Hope you guys got as much value as we did. And just want to say thank you, Rachel. Any questions? I think you knocked them silent, Rachel. Hey guys, we'll get this training up before the night's out. It'll be up so that you can tag your team members that weren't here. We thank all of our speakers that joined us tonight. We appreciate you and the value that you bring to the team. Rachel, once again, outstanding job. Guys, remember, Wednesday night, we've got a great webinar coming up. And then Tuesday night, Michael Zappia also has a meeting in Henderson, Nevada, and he'll be going live from that meeting as well. So he wanted me to remind everybody out in the Vegas team as well. So with that, let's go out, dream big, let's work hard, let's go change some lives. You guys are awesome. Have an outstanding Thanksgiving. And thank you so much for all that you do. You guys take care.